Hello, hello everyone. Hello, Meta. You're back. You had to leave this morning for an appointment. If I missed something, I actually entered the trade, had to leave, run and go, played out nicely. 140 points. Nice. Took the same short as you had, just with a slightly higher entry for a short into the N wall. Yes. And, you know, look how it behaved again, right? It just went out, it just hit the 33% and then went out of it. And hey, but listen. I think my 10-4 model is going to be in play. So I'm actually very excited. Let me get into it straight away. So my 4 o'clock is here in the N walk, created here below a flat body. Yeah. So I'm not doing anything. I'm going to wait until 10 o'clock. I'm going to wait till we print 10 o'clock. Then I'm going to wait for the manipulation candle. And if I get, if I see price action is going to be bearish, this will be my trade all the way to here. And I don't care if it's going to go lower. That it will be my trade. And so I just have to wait. Let me get back to the 1 minute on this one here. So, and look at that. The 4 o'clock is exactly in the first presented. Oh, I still had not. I did not. I actually did not solve that yet. I've been very busy today between, so I haven't been. See, this is not correct. It should be 3. Why did I do that? I think something, my brain is not working. 3. But maybe it should be 3. I'm going to monitor that. Maybe I made a mistake here. But anyway, we'll see. 331. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Here we go. But that's funny, right? When I did 330, hey, Meta, did you see that my subs? I had 94 subs now. Crazy. I got a bearish bias for today. I would frame a trade. Should we trade into the 4-hour FPGA block? Should we form a reversal? Yes. Well, so for me, it's very simple. If I see a setup like this, and I'm also bearish, and I haven't even looked at the 4-hour, but for me, it's just a 10. I wait until the 10-4 prints, and then I'm gonna watch the 4-hour candle. Maybe even the 1-hour candle, and if we go down, it will be my 10-4 model. Yeah, it was. I believe I was at 84, and suddenly it was. It's just amazing. I mean, and so, and it's just really exactly this kind of people that I hope to. It's just really amazing. Yeah. So road to hundreds. I'm very excited. But anyway, yeah, so I'm not gonna trade before, well, it's 9:51, but I am going to wait if we print the 10 o'clock candle, and then it might take a little bit longer because it's Friday, but we'll see. Let's see now. Yeah, and you see how beautifully it just, how price reacted from this level here, a little bit below. So yeah, that's how it, people get like a short. They think, oh my God, we're going short because it's, I thought actually it might go, it would, I think I left the stream around here, but yeah, this is very typical for this behavior, right? That it just doesn't take it out and then it just goes back into the range. But well, let's see. I want to put on my opening range gap. Oh, look, it's a small one. That is never a good sign, actually. Opening range gap is the gap between, it's like the RTH gap, right? So the gap between the overnight session and the close, and when market opens. But when you get a small one, it's sort of an indication that you might get some chop. It's never really, you have to be prepared for that. High resistance. It's a bit of a mood killer, so to speak. But then, hey, you never know, right? Yeah, you never know. So I'm just waiting for the 10 o'clock and see if my 10-4 model is going to play out. The 4 o'clock has been, it hasn't been touched, and that's what I like to see. So it's been created here, and it's okay if it touches, if it's in, until 6 o'clock. I'm okay with that if the 4 a.m. has been touched, but it has not been touched. This is a perfect 4 o'clock for my 10-4 model. So I'm waiting for 10 for the 10 a.m. open, and then I'm going to see how the 4-hour candle is going to develop. Now it doesn't have to do it. It can leave this 4 o'clock for another time, but I'll keep it on my chart, and I know the numbers because if there's another 4 o'clock, it might go to another 4 o'clock. But hey, Casey, I haven't been trading. I was so busy today, so I was so busy with documents and signing stuff, and with the Wi-Fi, I need to sort out. I'm okay because I'm connected to the router, but I don't have any Wi-Fi. So my other laptop is sort of like struggling a little bit, so it hasn't been solved today. So I have to improvise a little bit. So yeah, and you, how about you? Did you open your funded next? So I'm just waiting for the 10 o'clock open, but I just want to look at the higher time frame a little bit because I haven't even looked at gold, so I haven't been on the charts a lot. Yeah, the 4-hour FUG. So this is where Mether, he wants this in the Euro frame an entry in this area here. Now, you know, we really have to watch what it's going to do because we might be bearish, but hey, I really don't know. What's the weekly range? We might get an indoor. Did I say indoor? Or we could have an indoor week. Okay, here we go. I'm putting the TGIF levels on my chart. Why? Well, because once it's sometimes in those levels, it doesn't do a lot. We could get chop a lot. I haven't, but I want to. What was that code? And then do I have to pass it in a day, or am I not? You can pass it in a day. You don't have to. So what the one that I got was GY. Or and try small letters or small letters or capital letters. Yeah. But no, you can pass it in one day, but you don't have to. But I want that because I don't want those. I don't want to have to pass in 5 days. And then once you've passed, you have a consistency rules and funded, but you can, if you reach your profit target, it's you can request a payout every 3 days. Yes, try it. And otherwise, I have another, but that gives less. That gives. This is just. There was their code. I don't have any affiliate. I don't do any affiliates momentarily. That was their code. They gave to me as a special offer, but I think it should be usable. Okay, 3 more minutes before 10 o'clock. Let's look. I want to see if there's more 10 o'clocks, and I want to quickly also have a look at gold, because obviously I am now also, I have a relationship with gold as well now. So I cannot, you know, have to give him fair attention. Or, yeah. Oh yeah, okay, I want to say I'm very bearish, but I thought I was thinking, shall I say it or not? Yes, I'm gonna say it, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. Yes, I'm just gonna. I don't, you know, it's okay to share. Hey, listen, if I share a bias, it's my bias, and it's everyone's own responsibility if they take their own trade. but obviously I don't want to give the wrong signals. But if I'm wrong, I will. But I think it will bearish. And oh, gold is going nicely down, by the way. Ooh, also very nice. Ooh, also similar. Okay, also bearish for gold for this. Okay, at least for the AM session until 11, still bearish. That's sweet. We have 2 more minutes before 10 o'clock. I'm not going to do anything before 10 o'clock. I'm going to wait for I'm going to focus on NQ for now, because I'm most comfortable with that. And then we'll have a look at gold. How should I go about the 40% consistency rule? Okay, so let's say you go for the 25K, and you want to make sure if you have you're funded that you create a buffer, because you don't want to, like, if you request a payout, you have to always keep in mind that, for example, it's capped. The first 3 I have to look into it again. It's capped, let's say for the 25K, for 800, but it's you can request it after 3 days. So you don't want to request 800 if you made 800 after you passed your challenge. You want to build a buffer. Let's say you make 1600 and then you take out 800, then you still have a drawdown of 800. So you have to think about that. So you have to, that's the only downfall. But okay, so if you want to make 40%, so let's say you you tell yourself, you know what, I'm not going to take out any profit until, let's make it an easy amount. Let's say 2,000. You say, okay, I'm going to go build a buffer for 2,000, and then I will get my my first payout of 800. So the easiest way to calculate it is so what you do, because you cannot have 40%, so you have to define your, oh, hold on, it's 10 o'clock. You have to define your profit target, like 2,000, and then you cannot go over 40% of that amount per day. So in that case, the easiest way to calculate it is 2,000 times 0.4. So what you do is 2,000 times 0.4 is 800. That means you can make 800 per day. And then you're safe. You're within the consistency rule. Okay, listen, guys. This looks like almost a market order in to here. I just want to wait. Just wait. I just want to wait what it's going to do. I have to open check my account. This is my I live off this model. Daily open. Did we touch? We touched in the fair value gap. 110 plus 1. This looks like similar than like yesterday, right? The 10-15 move though. This was the 10-15 move. Accumulation. Is this a manipulation move and the distribution to the downside, or am I going to be fooled again? So I'm a little bit careful, because I thought if I look now, accumulation, I would say this is the manipulation and this is the distribution now. So I'm a little bit careful now, because this does look like the manipulation move, right? But I wanted to go. Yeah, I don't. This is not okay yet. We could go a little bit higher into the fair value gap before we go down, or we just go up, right? It's all possible. It doesn't have to do anything. It's Friday. Things work differently. You have to be more careful. But we do have the 10 o'clock open. That's right over here. So it could be forming another wick, right? It could take this high. This is maybe the wick that we're forming to the upside, and then at some point we will pass through this 10 o'clock again if if we're going to be bearish, a big if. So I have to be patient. I have to wait, 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 wait. Let me check some other things quickly. Where are you? Oh, I hear another subscriber. Guys, you're making me very emotional with this. I think I made something for it because I thought, you know what? I don't want to miss a thank you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold your horses. Thank you. I want to know who it was. I want to say I missed the pop-up. Thank you again. I'm gonna delete it, but I think I just want to have something to thank people. I might get stopped out. Yeah, no, you have to wait a little bit. Thank you, whoever just subscribed. I have to play back to see who popped up on the screen because I missed it. But I can quickly. We're not going anywhere, so thank you. I want to see and thank you, Ibrahim. Now I see. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, that might be a false. I don't trust those. They're a little bit too much retail. Sometimes, once in a while, they work, but most of the times they don't. But I do think we're going to get a little bit of maybe a higher, one more leg higher before we go down, if we go down. But I just want to check my other tabs with some more information. What did I do? Oh shit! What is my screen? No, okay. Sorry about that, guys. See, if I might be lagging, it's the Wi-Fi or the internet. Please let me know if this is the case because I might have some issues. It's not sorted yet. Oh, we'll see. At least it's working on the that I'm attached to the router directly with my laptop. So strangely enough, no Wi-Fi. Okay, what am I doing? I need to check that quickly. So we have to look for SMT with ES. Let's see if we can. No, it is okay that because of we formed the new 4-hour candle. So you want the manipulation move. It's okay if it goes up, but at some point you want that move to end, right? Because you want to have a wick. If that would be my if my model, but there is a higher 11:15. No, this one is not bad. It looks like a market make a buy model now if I look at it, to be honest. So if I look on the higher time frame on the 15, okay, let's see. Oh, did we take out those highs? Okay. Now we'll get the information at some point. It will show its hand, right? Well, it's just. But we have a very small opening range gap, which technically means a lot of the time expect some chop in the AM session. Okay, what did ES do? Just looking at It's almost similar to yesterday's trade where I went wrong with the ES. They have saying it's almost a similar setup, but then that move, then this will be the also the manipulation move, and then we get the distribution to the down. Then it will be almost a copy of yesterday. It looks so similar, don't you think? For those who were also on the 10:15, it was yesterday's 10:15 move. So and Q went higher with with this wick on the 15-minute, and ES did not. I missed that as well. That little confluence. Okay. No. 10 past 10 is it? Okay, now let's see. Let's see. We still have an hour. Uh, Actually, it's even a little bit longer. So I'm just going to be patient. I'm not going to rush in like I did yesterday. That didn't end up well. So just going to wait for more information. Okay, I like this as well. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if we go a little bit higher. So that's what I would like to see. Now, the only thing that I don't know if you noticed, if you watched the where did we open? What was the opening price? Mm, the open is here. Let me quickly go to the 4 hour here. So I want to see we opened. No, it doesn't show. Okay, the 10 o'clock is here. So I'm looking at if the 10 o'clock opened higher than this closing price. Because that's important sometimes. I just want to see if that's the case. 822. Okay, it's the same. Yeah. 822. So this is the close. 8225. And the open 822. Okay, so this candle was a little bit high, one tick higher than this. So we did not open. Technically, we did not open above this candle. So let's see. So because of the chop and because it's Friday and we have a very small opening range gap, I am not. This is the opening range gap, which is considered a very small gap. I'm not going to be putting too much risk in and like entering already in the manipulation. So that means I always try to enter before above the 10 o'clock if I want to go down to have a bearish bias, but I would wait for it to pass through it again in this scenario, because it's still quite bullish at the moment. And it looks like we still have some more room to the upside. So I just need to wait. And if at some point it's not going to go anymore, I have to frame another trade. But I'm just going to give it a little bit of room and to get into this 4-hour fair value gap here, right? We've got a fair 4-hour FUG. And let's see. I would be bearish. It's okay if it goes up to, let me see what level I had to the upside. Noted. It's okay if it goes up to, where are you? Where did I put that information? Oh, around here. Okay. Okay, let's see. So I want to see how it reacts here. If it goes over 947, then I will be bullish. Then I think I'm not bearish anymore. 947. I don't want it to go over that 947 level. Okay, let's see if this is now holding, and if we can start framing, if we can see some bearish behavior. We're also like in the OTE level of that range. But I don't want to get married to a bias again like I did yesterday. But it looks very bullish, to be honest. It's actually, we have a breaker. Oh, we are already above 9. Oh, no, not yet. Okay, if it goes above 947, I'm just. Then I would wait. Then I would change my bias and I would wait for a retest of the breaker, and then frame maybe a bullish trade at some point. Yeah, we are above. Okay. Interesting. Friday. Where's the 8:30 candle? I need to know where 8:30 was. Okay. Did anyone take that long? Did anyone manage to take that long? Okay, now let's watch what it's doing. Meta, are you entering in a short? Are you ready? Is this enough for you, or are you in doubt? I'm doing some calculate. Hold on, I'm just trying to see if I can get some logic here from this area. Normally I do this in advance, but I hadn't have time because I was running around town doing all kinds of stuffy stuff. Um, I'm gonna go higher. Oh, it looks very bullish to me. Yeah. It's too bullish. It looks. I cannot frame a short now. It's just. It is not. It is just to. We just took out liquidity, but we're such a. The initial. If you look at the market maker buy or sell model, we have initial consolidation. The area where which I misread yesterday, right? We had that I'm talking about that that's the start of the market maker model, the sell start, that was the sell side, and we are now on the buy side. We're still not there. So normally what you see is that it goes back into the initial consolidation. So I would say somewhere at 25, 060-ish, so that level there. So I'm actually starting now to change my mind a little bit. I'm just waiting now for, because it's a very, I see a market maker buy model at the moment. I don't know, but what about you guys? I want to see, I'm not going to do anything now. 25, 9. Still over. I don't want trades under 50 points. I really want to plan a good trade. Just looking if there's something else that I'm missing. Ba, 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 bum. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I'm bullish now. I'm officially turned, and my level. I have a level that will be 25.36-ish. So I'm gonna frame a trade now. What time is it? 10:20. Okay. I have a switch 10:20. Yeah. Okay. Entering here. Boom. What did I say? 36. Good. My stop loss is going to be here, and I'm entering as well on my eval. Where are you? Where are you? I need to be better prepared for this. Come on, you need to have everything open. One micro, and I'll see if I add. Okay, we're going 10:21. We're going down now. This looks like a BPR now. Okay, stopped out there. Okay, I'm out. Now, this looks bearish again, right? Okay, there's a little L. 16. 20 bucks in the 9. Okay, I've got a minus here. This doesn't. I'm confused again. No, I'm not confused. Look at the 4-hour. So in this fair value gap, I've got it's 10:22. We start running. We're in a market maker buy model still. Okay, I've got an L, so I need to get my brain back to neutral. It's telling me that it's not as bullish as I thought it was, which was exactly the same thing yesterday, right? So if it's like the same, hey, listen, if it's mimicking the same trade as yesterday, I should not make. In Dutch, we have a saying like a donkey doesn't hit the how do I pronounce? A donkey doesn't hit himself on the stone 3 times. So, but I did have a bearish bias first, and then I switched to bullish. So then now I'm sort of like, okay, what the hell is it? So it's sort of I am a little bit different now today, but I mean, um, let's see, where is the plus? Right, okay. Yeah, because the small opening range gap, we might not do a lot. We might be stuck in consolidation a little bit. $10.24. 7. Yeah, I'm bullish actually. I'm just bullish, but I could be wrong. Who's bullish? Who's bearish? I want to know. I'm waiting for structure before entering so far. And also there is an yes. Um. Mm, mm, mm. It's a beautiful N walk. Yeah, I just have to wait a little bit more, I guess. It's a little bit tricky, right? Yeah. So for me also when I have been it was also an indication for myself, like if I frame, if I'm bullish first, then I go to, or if I'm bearish first, then I own it as bullish and I get a stop out, I get an L. That's already an indication that I am, hey banknote, you're back. Yo, how's it going? It's also an indication then that I might have to, just sit back a little bit longer on my hands and wait until I'm really, that it shows in, because it can go, we're in a fair value gap, so we could go down, but it looks sort of bullish, and I'm like, okay, are you going to finalize the market maker buy model? But it doesn't have to. It could always, go back into the range after it's an OTE level from the whole dealing range. We're in a fair value gap, but there's also a whole, market maker buy model that could be finalized. So you can talk to it. I can talk to it both ways now. So that means I really need to sit on my hands, and just wait. Um, I'm going to get rid of this opening range. I mean, this is not really significant, this opening range gap that we have here. So I'm going to take it off the screen. It's a tiny one. We already went through it back and forth. So I don't think the quadrants will be of much. Well, they could be, but let me see. By the way, is there any significant level here? The 930, but I've got that mapped already, and we can use this inversion here. Is this quarter? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of it. I need to have a cleaner chart. That's the feedback that I get a lot, and you guys are right. So how's it going, Banknote J? Have you banked anything? Are you bullish or bearish on NQ? Oh, let's have a look at gold. What screen do I have on So when I wait, when price action is like this and it's 1029, I always wait till 1034 because 1034 is a very important root candle. So you're bullish. So in this scenario, when it's 1029, I'm just gonna wait. I want to see if there's a candle, and then I look at the 1034 candle, what it's doing, and let's focus on NQ for now. Now for long, so if the 1034 prints, this is one of the DTT rules. So 1034 is a very important root candle. There are more, but 1034. So if you see price action like this, you just sit on your hands and you watch the 1034 print. And if I look at the 1034 candle in its whole, I wait till the whole candle is printed, and then I look at price action. And 9 out of 10 times what you want to do is for a long you will see price go below the 1034 candle, and you want to enter below. So I think most of us are now more bullish than bearish, right? If I may make an assumption looking at the higher time frame, I think more of us will be bullish than bearish. So what we hope to see now with the 1034 candle is that price action will go to the downside a little bit, and that would give us more confirmation. Let's say it would go into this fair value gap maybe here, and then you want to frame your trade for a long below the 1034 1 minute candle, and for a short it's the opposite side. So instead of like I don't know, was it you bank? There was someone who had a very strict rule with midnight. He doesn't enter a short above midnight. He only enters a short above midnight and enter a long. But that's the same with the 1034. You can use that as well, and especially with price action like this, you really want to wait for that candle, because it doesn't always work that way, because sometimes it prints at 1034 and it goes out of the range and it uses the 1034, and you can use it as premium discount, literally. So but we'll see if today the 1034 will give a nice opportunity, and if it goes to the downside, we might have a nice entry for a long, and if it goes to the upside, I will start doubting the long a little bit. But again, it's not nothing's 100% right with any model, but that's how I use the 1034 candle. It's a very important candle algorithmically. Now let's see, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. 10:32. So there's a lot of things that I do with time, and a lot of things I don't always say yet because I don't know if it interests people. But I will just start, saying some of it. And if people don't like it, you guys will tell me. And if you do want to hear more about these things, I can I can give more information on it, because I frame a lot of my trading around those root candles and specific zones that they provide. I just have to wait. We have to wait. Now we are already in the fair value gap in the 1 minute. So are we already going down? Now, if we will get the opposite right, let's see if the 1034 prints and we're going to the upside. Then we might. Then I actually hope it might go to the end wall. You know, that's the green box here. That would be a very nice entry for a short, right? And then all the way to, it's going to be a banger, all the way to here. That will be my trade. It probably will go further down, but I don't care. I would frame it somewhere here. But I also have a trade to the upside framed already. So we'll see. I can swing both ways in this situation, but I just want more information. Okay, let's see. 1034 is printing. Just gonna watch what it's doing. I will mark it. I will just mark it just to make it clear to see. What are you doing? 1034. Hey, what happened to my book? Oh, is that my internet maybe? See, I think my internet, oh yeah, okay, my internet is lagging a little bit, guys. So there might be some issues with my internet, like I said. So I hope I can stay on. I don't hope I'm gonna be thrown off. Now I said sometimes it can just go, it can start running, right? So normally, oh, error, I've been disconnected. Okay. See, my internet is doing strange things now. Now I'm almost thinking this is a market order in. Are we or not? I don't trust it yet. This looks more a trade to the downside. I can't see a bearish structure on the 4-hour. That's the my only concern that I have. This looks sort of bearish. I just want to double check something. We go here. That means a candle all the way here. So we could go back up, right? On the 4-hour. We could do that. We have a wick, yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm getting in. For me, it's a sell now. Oh shit! Yeah, it took me out. Okay, I'm gonna enter on my quickly here, and then I'm going to go to my other account because here we go. I'm gonna enter. I'll do this later. This has less. I want to go. I just have to make sure about my Wi-Fi, so that's why I'm doing 2 separate laptops because I don't. If one goes down. Okay. Okay, here we go. Yes. Okay. It just looks a bit weird. See, that's the only thing that I'm not trusting. Now, what did I say? If you want to have a long, you enter below the 34, 1034, and you go short. But the only thing, why am I now going for a short, is because it left it so aggressively. That made me think about a short. That's the only reason. Normally, you want to enter below the 1034, but because it's aggressive, and we almost filled this one here. I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Drop it like it's hard. Drop it like it's hard. Yeah. See, stop loss goes here. I already have my stop loss there. MITP. I just don't like the structure from. I just don't like this structure here. $10.38, $10.40. This is a banger. This is a very. This is a nice trade if it works out, but it's very tricky at the moment. How many R is this trade? Short. Damn, this is gonna be if it well 13R trade. Yeah, I don't think so either. It's a bit of a gamble at the moment, in all honesty, because it's um I have quite a tight stop loss, so it's okay. I'm okay to take this risk. But if it goes down, if it does go my way, it's a banger trade, obviously, as you can see. So I'm willing to take the risk. And are we below? We are below the 10. Look, we have, okay, so this is also a confirmation for myself. We have retested the 10 o'clock. You see this? The wick between 10? That is also partially what I'm looking for if I trade my 10-4 model. This is my 10-4 if it works out. But it's Friday. We could spike up, but normally I'm more confident in this trade, but today it's really a bit weird. Normally it would run already. I'm just getting. Maybe I should get out of my. I'm in green now. Yeah, I got out of my evaluation just because I don't trust it 100%. If it goes down, I'll just market order back in because if it goes down, it will go to the 4. But I just don't trust it too much because I could frame that same trade to the upside, to be honest. I'm gonna leave it. If it really goes down, I will just re-enter. But if not, I'm out of my evaluation. There's no money on the line. Okay, we're above the 10 o'clock almost again. That's not good. That actually invalidates the trade already. Okay. I'll just see if you wick back down. If not, I'm going to be stopped out. I'm going to be stopped out because then I can journal it. Okay. Okay. Well, I have how much money did I make on this one? Oh, $50. That's okay. So I can get some coffee. Now let's see if the 10. So this is the 1034. So what did I say? If we would go over it now, then you would like to have a long for you want to enter here, right, for a long. But let's see if it goes over it, because I'm going to wait now because the price action is a little bit too tricky for me. I don't like it. I'm still not 100% sure. Because it moved away so aggressively from it, most of the times it means it will go down from it. But if it goes back into it, and it goes over this 1034 candle, yeah, I'm bullish then. But now we had a retest of the 1034. So let's see what it does. God, price action is so complicated this week. Or I mean, I don't know how you guys have felt it, but it's not been easy. Should I re-enter for a short? This looks bearish now, but retest below the 10 o'clock again. I just don't, I'm just looking at this structure here, the 4 hour. It just looks weird. That would be such a manipulated situation that you get a full candle to the upside, then you're going to have to get the same candle to the downside. Yeah, see, it's going down now. Yeah, I cannot miss this trade. I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait. It's 10:45. Going to wait for the macro, guys. We're going to be patient. I'm going to be patient. If I miss a half of the moon, are you going to go short? Yeah, I think you're good. I think you're good with the short, but I'm going to wait. But this is exactly the price action that you get when you see a small opening range gap. You know this bloody little thing here? It is shitty. It's always shitty price action when you have one of those little ones here. So even though you might be okay with the trade, it will take you much longer than. And yeah, exactly like Saeed said, we are below this inversion. We have the 1034. We had a retest of the 10 o'clock here. Then we retested the 1034, which is a very important price. We did not go even in it, but normally you would frame a trade along here, but because of the aggressive move, it moved so aggressive away from it. I am more, and now we're also retesting this this is the first percent fair value gap of the opening of when the futures market opened. So let's see if we get weaker and weaker. If we start also retesting this, then it's signaling. You can see it looks very bearish now, right? Because it's getting weaker and weaker and weaker. But just the structure looks so weird to me. Look at this. Let me get rid of this TGIF bullshit. Oh. We have a 4 hour candle here, and then we have this one here. It just looks too weird that it could go down unless we get a full candle to the downside. It's gonna disrespect all you. I'm going to wait a little bit. 10:48. We're almost at the 10:15 macro, guys. Exciting. We will know more at the macro time. Okay, so we are wicking into the 1034 price. I need to have the full. Did I include the wick yet? Now I've got everything. Okay. If I look at the 4-hour structure, I would say bullish. You see, the 4-hour structure just looks too. It's so weird. How can we get a candle that? But it's Friday. It can do anything. Let's see if it goes over the midpoint. What's your TP and what's your stop loss for your short? You see, there's no bodies entering in this area. It's only the wicks, right? So far. Friday price action. Friday price action. Okay, now we're getting some action into the 1050. First candle of the macro. Mm-hmm. Are we gonna go below the 10? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm still not sure, guys. I would be inclined if I look at the 1 minute, I would say, okay, I'm more short bias, but this whole 4-hour structure is for me so weird. How can we go down with a candle like this? We're just gonna go all the way back into, we're just gonna disregard this whole 4-hour candle. This looks sort of bullish, but this makes me look extremely bearish. But then again, the 1034 logic is you want to frame a trade for a bullish setup below the 1034, but on the other hand, when it goes away from it very aggressively like it did here, but it didn't continue. So I'm also, if I'm looking at this, this logic would tell me, yeah, you should enter for a long within this area below this block, right? But then again, we're not getting any bodies really in it. It's sort of like just retesting that block. We're in a macro now, so we do want to see some action, I guess, but we'll get the but hey, it could do anything, right? It just could, I mean, we could get a large wick. Oh no, okay, it could be possible because it's not a body. We could get a wick here all the way. If it goes start running down, yeah, could be. So it's a full wick. Is that possible? Maybe I look at the higher time frame. Yeah. Okay. It's typical Friday price action going back and forth. I think the 4 hour is bullish at the. Yes, exactly. I agree. But on the other hand, the 4 hour took internal liquidity, right? Well, okay, it's not done yet, the candle, but it's 50. I think it's 50-50. I can frame both ways at the moment. I wouldn't be surprised if it just drops like just very fast after this price action. I'm going to switch on the heater because I'm very cold. It's summertime here, guys, and I'm freezing. Hey, what is this? What is this? Putting the heater on. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna if it's gonna go down, and I know if it's gonna go down, I'm just gonna mark order in. I only do that with my 10-4 model. That's the only reason. Like what I'm seeing now, if it goes below the daily open, it's all the way here, and this will be my trade. Um, I will go all the way here. So, but then I really want to see it go. I really don't want it to be out of this consolidation zone. Um, I'm not gonna fall for that trap anymore. It looks bearish to me, but it's Friday. The FU algo is on. Be aware. The FU algo. Are we gonna go below daily open and gonna fall down? I'm gonna market order in. You better be ready. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna market order in. Yeah. I'm in for a short now. I'm gonna give it another go. Let me frame it. I'm in. I'm taking a bit of a risk here, but I don't care. Now technically I have to have a little bit of a higher step. Yeah, this is it. It would be a bummer because my initial trade was 13R, right? You guys see that? But now it's a little bit less, but it's okay. 10:57. We're almost at half of the macro time. Um, pum pum. Are you gonna run or are you gonna swing back up? Stand around the trigger. Can I go down? I think I'm gonna add. It starts running. I'm gonna add one. There we go. Yep. Okay. Now I'm gonna add. I'm just gonna mark. On the other hand, we're in a fair value gap now here. You have to be a little bit careful. It's Friday. It's very. It can really. Yeah. See, that's what I mean. I'm still. Yeah. I still trust it though. I think it's still gonna go down. I think it might even go lower into this range, right? Because we still have a gap to fill. Um, let's see. We still have an area of this whole range. I might even lower my TP. Um, keep it on the 5 minute. There we go. Gosh, it just doesn't run. You know, this is very annoying. This is typical Friday price action. It just doesn't run. Um, it's 11 o'clock. Now, it could be that we change direction, right? At the half of the macro, it could do that. So, which it did. I'm still not, I'm not getting out. It could be a fake move. You're not faking me out, NQ. I don't trust that move to the upside. I still think you're going down. Oh, again. I'm still in it. I'm in drawdown, obviously on that trade now. Okay, I'm out. Annoying. It's annoying. Okay. This is typical Friday. Mm, don't be surprised that it still goes. 10:50. Yeah. Well, the the FU algo is on. So now if I would put on the TGIF levels, you most likely will see that we most likely are in TGIF levels already. I'll put them on. I did notice it, but I thought, I was sort of like convinced with my trade again a little bit. So I thought, you know what? But let me put on. So if you see a small opening range gap and you measure the TGIF levels and you see you're in it, it's actually not fun to be in the trades. This is a weekly range. There we go. Now you can frame them both ways, right? But now if it would be bearish and we would go into the range, we look at these, but we have a bullish candle now, so we look at this one now. Now if it would go down below this, then I would swap it because sometimes you have to, I call it the invert. That's my thing that I use on Friday. The inverted TGIF. It still gives you very valid information. Now look here. This is the range we're in. $20, $30, 40%. So it would be nice if we would break out of it, right? Mm. And it doesn't go, see, it keeps on rejecting here. Sort of like, keeps rejecting here. It keeps rejecting and it doesn't go up, but it could explode to the upside, but it could also fall to the downside, I guess. Because we just have to wait now. So I've got two L's, just like yesterday, but yesterday I ended the day with a 170 point trade. It was a long stream, by the way. I think I streamed was it 5 or 6 hours? But I thought, you know what? There was a lot of new people in the chat, and we were chatting a lot. And I didn't have a good. I started really. I had quite a bit of a bad mood because of the trade that I misread, because I really misread that trade. I misread that 10-15 move yesterday on NQ for a distribution move, while it was just a manipulation move. And because of that, I was so married to the buy, I didn't take that a proper the short. So, but then again, time went on, and we were chatting, and we were having a good time, getting to know the new people. And then there came the PM session, and then we had a very nice opportunity there. So then I made up for it. It was almost a 220 point trade, but it didn't go. Again, I learned my lesson. Like, okay, take your profit when it's going to reverse here. Just take it. And instead of 220 points, I took 170 points. So that, I ended the day really well. But it sort of like started the same, like two L's, just not reading the market, being screwed by the NQ algo all the time. So, but you know what, NQ, I'm fed up with you now. I'm gonna let you be. You go play with yourself. I'm gonna look at gold now because I'm gonna go divorce you. Okay. Also a bit tricky, I guess. Let's put gold on the here as well. Let's see. Also a little bit in the zone, like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to go back down here. I'm going to disrespect this. So not really sure, but okay. Thank you. I'll have a look at you again. You bloody NQ. But sometimes when you see, to be honest, when you see like the small opening range gap and it's Friday, I just came to notice as well. You might as well. It's sometimes better just to close your charts and just have a look in the PM session again. Obviously, not, you don't have to just close, but because the AM session, you can, I did say it, like we can expect chop. It just doesn't go anywhere. It sort of like happens all the time with that. I don't know why actually when you have a small opening range gap, why that is so influential. Strange. Now the 4 hour new candle did open higher than the close of the no, I'm saying it wrong, lower. So for a bullish candle, normally it has to be higher than the close for a bullish continuation. It was just one tick, by the way, but I don't know if it's algorithmic that they did not do that. But and we are now below. We are in the 4 hour candle here. So I'm not, now because I took two L's already on this trade, and then I might miss the move. That will be really upsetting, to be honest. But let's see. Let me have a look. And Q and Q and Q. What, you are so horrible this week. I hate you. No, I don't hate you, but I don't hate NQ. It's just annoying this week. I see it's running. I see it's going. So I know. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, I'm bearish again, but I'm a little bit careful now. But I think at some point you have to take a risk again, right? Yeah, I'm already in my account. Um, I'm gonna frame the same trade again and again and again and again and again. I don't have my stop so high on my account, to be honest. But if it starts running down, I'll trail it straight away. I'm in the green already on my account. Come on, just go so I can trail you. 11:15. Come on, give up, give up, give it 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 up, give up the fight. Okay, this one is not valid anymore. You can go. You are not doing anything anymore. One, two, three. This is the last green. I think it's the last green candle. We'll see. Choo give it up, give it up, baby, give it up. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. Baby, give it up, give it up, baby, give it up. Doo 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 doo. 11:17. 11:17. 11:18. Give it up, baby, give it up. I'm still in my other account. Just a little bit in, it's a micro, a little bit in drawdown. I think it's going to go crashing down. Oh, I'm on the 5 minute. Ooh, that I shouldn't be on the 5 minute. I was wondering why is it not giving me the right information. I'll put it back on. Stop loss. We go here now. It's fine. TP again. This is my TP. This is my model. We're below the 10 o'clock. Let's go. Let's go. You're annoying me. Okay, thank you, go. Okay, I'm in the green. Getting pain in my back from this trade. High resistance, small opening range gap to be expected. And I think we're also above the opening range gap as well, right? So let me see where was that bloody thing? Oh, there. Okay. Oh, we're in. Okay, we're in it. So maybe if we are below it, we finally. It's like I think maybe that's the laxative NQ needs. Like it needs to go below this bloody thing. Then I think then it will drop very fast. Let's see if that's the enema that it needed. Come on, NQ, you need a laxative. I'll leave that bloody thing on. There we go. Now it's gonna drop after you leave that little thing. Are you gonna drop then? Okay. I need to make up for my losses now. 11:20. We've got 10 minutes to go down to that level. Baby, get it up, get it up. Oh, it's 300 points almost. Actually, a very nice move, to be honest. I think you know what? If it's gonna drop, it's quite. I didn't even realize it was so many points. It's 479, 731. I think maybe it took so long because maybe it's gonna drop very violently. I'm gonna add here. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Finally. Okay. Sometimes you need to just keep on stabbing at it, right? But it's annoying. Don't give up. So I lost my 13R trade because I had three, was it not three L's on this one? But it's okay. I don't care. Yeah, it's gonna drop. Thank you. I'm gonna add another one. What time is it? 11:22. Oh, This is excruciating, actually, this price action. So even below this opening range gap, it's still not really, well, you know, we're still in like this fair value gap here, and we still need to Uh-oh, my Wi-Fi. Eleven 24. 11:24. 11:24. Are you gonna drop now? Or are you going to give up? Give up the fight. Come on, give it up, baby. Give it up. Give it up, baby. Give it up. No, 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 no. Baby, give it up. Give it up, baby. Give it up. Just give it up. Just go. You can give it. You can. We've seen you fighting. Yes, you're very strong and cute. There you go. Just drop. Just drop. Just drop. Just give me a nice weekend. I can buy nice stuff for my kitty kitties and give them fresh fish. Oh my god. You know, to be honest, I don't think I've seen price action like this long. I mean, I've sat through some nasty trades, but this is really different level nastiness, to be honest. Um, Get it up, get it up. 11:26. I do hope it's gonna fall very quickly now. Otherwise, I might get out. See, Fridays are days to do other things, right? You don't want to sit through this bullshit. You don't want to be in these kind of trades. You just either do things that you really enjoy doing instead of being played by. Yeah, I didn't get out on my. I'm still in, and sometimes I'm in drawdown, then I'm in the green. I'm just letting it go, just letting it work its way. Anyone else in a short, or I guess nobody has long buys at the moment, right? Could be. Best target 24,672. Well, you see my target, right? But I might get out. I might get out sooner, but we'll see. I think there's going to be after this price. Actually, you do get when it's sort of like it's like a bull that's being kept underwater, right? Constantly, constantly, constantly. And I think you'll get this explosion at some point. 11:28. Let's see what it does. If we get one big red candle, or are we gonna drip down, or is it going to get one like massive explosion to the downside? Let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. It looks like to me that they don't want anyone to monetize on a move to the downside. Sort of like they want to get everyone tricked. 11:30. Baby, put it up, baby, put it up. Okay. Oh, at some point we just have to give up and we have to just, do something else with our time than watching this price action. Because this is actually really, I mean, this is not really fun anymore, right? With being in this bloody price action. It's not really going anywhere. It's just consolidating, making one move up or one move down. Mm, at some point it will do something, but how long are we going to wait for that? Let's see. I was hoping it would give us the move in the 11:30 before 11:30 candle because we've got a new candle now, a 15-minute candle, and I'm just wondering. Um, I don't want to wait another 15 minutes for something to happen. I'm gonna take one. Let me see what it's doing now. I think I should take some risk off. I'm in the green now. Let me take one off. Let's take one off because it's a little bit too. Are you gonna run or what? I'm gonna take one off. With that less risk because it's going back and forth, back and forth. Um, Hey, I should be rewarded for the patience, right? We all should be rewarded. Even you guys that are watching. I mean, kudos for you because you are just watching also, I guess, to watch price action and learn. But it's very boring. I understand. I understand there's not many people around. There's better things to do with your time, right? I totally understand. So let's see. I'm in the trade now, so I can't. Well, I can always stop it, but let's go. Come on. Still in it. Still in the trade. Okay, come on now. I want to get this over and done with. If it goes below this, we have a. Yeah, I just want to say you wanted to go below this, and then we. This looks like low resistance from here. Whew, 11:30. It's been like almost all morning like this, so I think I wouldn't be surprised if we get a large move to the downside now. But yeah, I will definitely stop here. What did you say? Because this is a event horizon, right? So it might get a rejection here. But I mean, I'm gonna aim for these levels too. I might, well, maybe not because it might take a little bit longer, and I don't know if I have the. Well, yeah, I do have the energy for that, but do I want to? That's the question. Because I don't want to be like, this is really annoying price action. The thing that always fascinates me, like if I think my bias, I was bearish. Um, Let me see, where was the 1034 candle? Actually, the way this how this was behaving was okay. This is very, it has a bearish sense to it. But then we went back up, and you start doubting the situation, right? But the best entry, if you see it, it goes back up here again, but it doesn't go above it. This is actually also telling you that we are in a bearish sentiment because we just the only thing we are doing is wicking into the wicks become lower. So this would have been like this one here would have been a good entry, and then you don't mind this back and forth. But if you enter like where I am entered now, I'm sometimes in drawdown, and that's actually really annoying. I'm not drawdown in this, but on my live account I'm always later in my live account than here because it's evaluation, by the way, not live account. But you want to enter in here, so then you don't care these movements, right? You just wait, you just sit it out, and you just, that's okay, because you know where it's going. It's going downwards, and you just know it takes time. So that's what I'm really trying to improve. So all the trades that I took, and I took L's, I would journal them very extensively, and then what I'm working on, and that's what I do with these paper trades. And sometimes I don't even go on into my other account, but this is my model. I live off this distribution move. But yeah, this is what I'm really working on, right? Getting your entries, improving my execution, so getting better risk to reward trades with less risk on the table, or I can let it work a little bit longer. um, there we go. Now we can bring this down. There we go. Ugh, are you gonna go back up again? Okay, I'll take another one off. Or are you gonna jump? Are you gonna fall now? See, this should have been low resistance, my friend. Again, stopping here. Creating an equal low? Are you kidding me? No, of course you are. Yeah. Mm -mm 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 -mm. Who's in a short still? Anyone in a short? It's a long ride down. It's not an easy ride, but it's going down. But yeah. Oh gosh, come on now. I really want to see a nice juicy candle now. We deserve it. We deserve it. Come on, come on, give it to us. $11.38. Okay. Um. So you see it's rejecting here the 11 to 480. Okay, stopped out. Okay, I'm done for today. I mean, this is just horrible price action. Stop out and break even. There we go. Okay. Um, the 4-hour candle does look this does look like a solid move. If you look at the 4-hour candle, it looks like it's just going to go to the upside, right? Look at touch this wick here. Now we're going to go to the upside now. Looks like it. But I think it's, guys, we should enjoy. I mean, I don't want to feel, for me, the trading is just, it's really too, I don't really like it. I tried a couple of times and it's just not really my trading style, I guess. And it's typical Friday trading. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I think it's good enough for this week. It's been a really nice week. Well, it's been a hard week, but it's been a nice week. Learned a lot. And I want to wish everyone a really, really nice weekend. Don't overtrade. Be careful. Maybe later on, well, it's already lunch almost. There might be a good trade at some point if the market is getting a little bit out of their, when it gets a little bit of a laxative. But I do like the move to the upside because it gives, we have some normal candles again. So that does indicate, okay, it's ready to make a normal move and show it hands. But if I look at the 4-hour now, this was just a manipulation move. And then we might go back up further. But on the other hand, we're in TGIF range, so it could just futz around here for the rest of the day. So be aware of that, right? So I think we have an inside week. I just want to show you again. And the price action is sort of like indicating that. Show you the weekly. This is last week, and the bodies are in this week. And we're in the TGIF zone right now, you see. So it could be that this will be just the whole day back and forth because of the TGIF range. That means it already hits a weekly objective, doesn't need to do anything else anymore, and it's just screwing shorts long basically all day. I'm in the red now because of this last trade. Not a lot, but it's I skilled in and out a few times, so I was not too bad. But then the last trade was just a little bit too because I added again, and then it brought me back. Hey, come on, it brought me back in the red. But it's okay. I mean, I sort of Friday is always difficult, and especially with a small opening range gap, TGIF levels already inside, so. But it's always fun. I mean, I still enjoy it, and I've got to do some journaling and see what I did wrong, and improve those trades, learn from it for the next time. And that's all good. So, but anyway, I want to wish everyone a very, very good weekend. And again, I really want to thank everyone who, I mean, I had a lot of subscribers this week, even though, yeah, the trading was really hard, and I really appreciate it. I mean, yeah, and let me know if there's some specific videos you want me to make or some topics I want to go over. And some maybe might need some preparing, but I can do that in the weekends. So yeah, once again, I really, really want to thank everyone for joining this journey and building a beautiful community, because that's what's happening right now, and that just really makes me very happy. So that was the highlight of the week. Anyway, again, everyone, really, really nice weekend. Stay safe, don't overtrade, don't give any money back, and I'll hope to see you Monday again. So, and have a lovely, lovely weekend. Ciao, ciao. There we go.